So, Palworld players, today there has been a brand new announcement in the official Discord, and it looks really cool. It's all about new exciting content that is lined up, but they're looking for players to help out test these games, and we are going to be going in, these new things, and we're going to be going through all of that in today's video. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to smash the like button as always, and please consider subscribing to the channel for your daily gaming news. And come and join us in our Discord, and go and join the Palworld Discord if you haven't already. In my Discord, we sort of have all chats for different channels on your favorite games, and it's a great community. We're building towards 600 members now, which is amazing. So thank you guys for the support. So, hello everyone. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. Currently, we have some exciting new content lined up, but we're looking for players who can help us test these things and provide feedback about it. Now, I found that very interesting. I have seen dev teams in the past do this where they have asked for players to sign up, but I've sort of seen it more with I haven't seen it more of them asking the community, which is a really cool thing, I guess, because it gives all players a chance to sort of, they'll probably pick people that have the most, sort of hours into the game. And if you're a dedicated player, it may be worth this. So we're opening the new Palworld testing program. If you're interested in testing future Palworld updates, then please submit your application in the form below. Please know that that the testing environment is very important for us to find and eliminate bugs and issues before releasing content to the public. So we'd appreciate it if you only signed up if you're committed to the testing. The testing branch is not intended for free play or experiencing new content early, so we hope that only you who are generally interested in bug hunting and testing will apply. Thank you. So we're gonna have a little look at the testing, the application and stuff, and if this is something that you'd be interested in, it would definitely be worth hopping in and seeing what you think about it. So this is, hello, thank you for your interest in taking part of the Palworld closed testing. The main purpose of this test is to provide feedback or receive feedback from players in order to improve the quality of the game in preparation for update releases. There are still many unfinished parts, so you will not be able to play the entire game during tests, but we appreciate your cooperation. So applicants are expected to submit bug reports and feedback during any test. Applicants must have working knowledge of Palworld and its mechanics. They must have a Steam account, must be a member of the official Discord community, must be able to answer any questionnaires in Japanese, English after tests, Japanese or English, after test. And the recommended specifications for your PC is below. So this is not for Xbox, by the way. It's only for PC. So you need a 64-bit processor and operating system, Windows 10 or later, processor Intel Core i9 with 3.6 gigahertz, 16 gigabyte minimum of RAM, and minimum of a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 270, DirectX version 11, obviously internet, broadband internet connection, and at least 30 gigabytes free space. Now, to be honest, it's not a lot, is it? So I know PCs are very expensive, so it's very cool that they're giving opportunities for people that may not be able to get themselves the highest of range PCs, but can still get involved in applying in the testing. So disclaimer, some game content may be restricted and unavailable during tests. Due to unavoidable reasons, test content may be changed or temporarily suspended, and data such as created characters and items will not be carried over during the release unless otherwise specified. So, and then please note this test will only be conducted on Steam. The Xbox version is not applicable to this. Notification of acceptance will be sent to the registered email address, and only one account per person can apply for this test. So Discord username is needed, what current country you're currently living in, and does your PC meet the required obviously conditions above. Do you own Palworld on Steam? And it says note, Steam is required to join the testing. Then they're asking for your current playtime in Palworld. I haven't even checked mine. I need to check mine. I think it will definitely be over the top one. And then it says, why do you want to help test Palworld? Do you have experience testing games or providing detailed bug reports? Do you understand that you're not allowed to record footage or post images from tests online? Please confirm if I understand in the box. which is your favorite PAL, and what would you most like to see implemented / improved in Palworld right now? So a lot of people in my Discord said, Dom, get applied, get onto it. And the thing is, I would absolutely love to do it, but kind of because I'm a content creator and bringing news and stuff, I kind of don't think it would be the best thing for me, because I would love to help spend most of my time in helping into the bug reports, but I'm more sharing the news, if that side of things. And I have had tiniest bits of what page was it on? Was it this one? Yeah, experience in testing games. I used to work in PR for gaming, and a lot of that did result in sort of testing and reporting bug reports. So I do have good experience for this, and I did want to do it, but I was like, I'm not too sure. I may end up applying. I'm so 50-50 with it. It's just, I know they're probably going to be like, it's a content creator as well. But I'll see. It really depends on obviously the timings that are needed for it and stuff. But if you're someone that wants to get involved, then get involved. It's great experience. And I'm glad they're doing this. But I think the biggest thing for me is how long away is this new content lined up? Obviously, usually a testing... Arc have done a lot of these testing things, and the content hasn't been too far away. So is this Palworld content closer than we really thought? Anyway, so then I wanted to talk about, Paul, who is a senior contributor to Forbes. I actually really like Paul. He's got some really great posts on Forbes. He's like, 2 months later, what's happening with Palworld now? He's sort of been giving his updates, and always very positive. So Palworld wasn't just a hit when it released, and shed its meme appeal of Pokemon with guns, revealing a subsequent engaging game underneath. It was, and will likely remain for a long while, one of the most popular games on Steam forever, securing the second highest concurrent player count in the server's history with 2.1 million players, playing about a week and a half after release, as it started to spread colourful and hilarious. It spread like a colourful, hilarious virus. I have written about its decreasing player count in the past, and that has continued, but I wanted to check in on Palworld, which were initially saying it could be a significant Pokemon competitor given its performance and a few of its upgrades over Nintendo / Game Freak's fabled series, the best-selling video game franchise in history. The end result is that the game is still performing well, but obviously it's definitely subsided. And questions remain open about what the small team at Pocket Pair is able to deliver from here, and the idea of being a true Pokemon competitor, although it likely always was. It was a bit of a reach. Anyway, so from 2.1 million concurrent highs, the game now peaks around 140 to 180,000 concurrent players, with valleys more in the 50 to 60,000s, and this is still very solid. Even if it's a 94% or so drop from its peak, that still routinely puts it inside the top 10 on Steam. Though it drops out during off times, while it was out earlier, it does seem to lack the ultra high stickiness of something like Helldivers 2, which is still doing concurrents in the 300,000 since its release a month ago, losing players from its 450,000 peak, but still holding high in the top 10. I don't even think Helldivers is really losing players. I think, if I'm honest, Helldivers is still hits the 400,000. I think it's still absolutely flying at the moment. Palworld's updates, I hate when these ads pop up. Palworld's updates have been somewhat frequent, but almost entirely focused on fixing bugs and some quality of life issues rather than adding new content. Its last patch was around 2 weeks ago that involved fixing ever-present pathing bugs that would be able to jumble with each other. I mean, this wasn't actually the last update. The last patch was an Xbox patch, which I did cover, which fixed some of the major issues on Xbox, even though I know players are still saying they're getting them. There is a long-term plan for Palworld, but without any dates or even windows attached. Pocket Pair rolled out a long list of things they were going to add to the game, like PvP, new pals, new gear, endgame dungeons, and also on the roadmap, there was an actual roadmap, but that's not something we've seen. Also on the roadmap was an actual roadmap, but that's not something we've seen either. Wait, what? What does that mean? Would adding these things sort of increase the player count? Would saving them up and dropping them all at once as sort of an expansion be the better option? It's unclear what the plan is. So yeah, I mean, I could go on to read more of this, but I just feel like pretty much at the moment, I mean, Palworld is in its current state the type of game that you play, but you will stop playing. And the reason why is because there's no, once you've got to level 50 and and let's say you've done all the builds you've ever wanted to do, you kind of get to the point where you might want to try play something else, like we've said in the past. And I think with a massive content update, if they do it right, they release an amazing trailer for it, I think they will start to shoot back up in the numbers, and that won't reflect to sales, maybe a few, but not really many. It will just bring back a huge amount of players, because you have to remember how many people actually purchase the game on Steam. So with a 2.1 player count concurrently every day for the first week and a half to 2 weeks was absolutely insane. So people have paid their good money for this game, so they're going to come back and test out the new stuff when it's here. So even though the player count has dropped by 94%, it's something that was definitely got to be expected in the long run for the game, because even when the new content update drops, if it doesn't have some form of progression system in it, which I don't think they're looking to be a live service game, then that's always going to happen and things are going to drop off. And the reason Ark never dropped off until now was because there was on Palworld, that with Ark they had a PvP that sort of brought players back to constantly grind the PvP on official servers. But with Palworld, there's no sort of grind to fight against other players for your territory. It's just PvE. So there's less need to come onto the game and defend it and anything like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the full video today. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the testing. I really hope this content is coming soon, because I've been craving to make new content. Obviously, you would have noticed over the last couple of days, my Palworld content has slowed down, and pretty much what happens on my channel is I can only, I used to only create art content, which meant that like I was smashing out videos every day on stuff that was like, people used to say to me, oh, Dom, you've already done this, or this is like a rehashed content or something. And I wanted to completely eliminate that from my channel. So with the addition of all these new games, it's given me the idea now that I'm only sort of focusing on sort of the top tier content that comes out. So right now I'm covering Ark, Palworld and Helldivers. So with these three games, there's always something going on with at least one of them, right? So when Palworld starts to slow down in content, there'll be less videos on it. When they have a brand new content update, I'll be smashing the videos out for them. Same for Ark, same for Helldivers. And I think that's the healthiest thing for the channel moving forward, so you all guys always get the freshest new content available. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.